Yes, good morning, everyone. So, welcome for our third demonstration for Oracle Applications Technical Placement Batch. So, any doubts on the previous two videos, sorry, two demos, whatever we have discussed? So, those are already there in our YouTube channel. You can get it from here. That's demo one. And demo two, now it's going to be demo three today. This is going to be our final demonstration we are going to have. So tomorrow onwards, our regular sessions will be started. You can communicate with our admin team where you are going to have the complete details regarding the placement process from the commercial point of view, nothing but fees and other details. Subject point of view and syllabus and everything I'm here to explain today. So any doubts on the last two sessions, please let me know. Okay. So we'll be talking about first Oracle ERP applications so that we know already. We talked about what is ERP, what are different ERP domains like finance domain, supply chain management, HRMS like this we have, right? And then we talked about different types of projects, what are different documentation templates we'll be discussing. There is a separate methodology for this. Uh, that we will be talking about here it is. And we'll be discussing about architecture, Oracle applications. It's a three-tier architecture. And also we have the entire architecture also. We'll be all discussing that integration for file architecture database. We have seen yesterday, the file architecture in the sense the tools which we use to communicate with the file servers and then database servers here. Right. So if you want to communicate with the database, we'll be using the tools like this is for communicating with the database servers and this is for file servers, right? So we have seen that. So that's architecture we'll be discussing. Then we'll talk about AOL. It's an important. We have seen in the last session what is AOL, different modules we have, how to create user, how to register the report, and we will be working at least 10-15 reports, development and customizations. The same thing we are going to put it in our resume. We did procurement reports, we did payables reports and other options that we are going to have it, that we will be specifying. So they'll ask us, tell me what reports you did, supplier invoice reports, supplier payables reports and all, so that we are going to explain here. And we'll talk about SQL programs registration, SQL loader programs registration, as well as PLSQL procedures, packages registration in our Oracle application that we'll be doing. So when we say we did some reports, we did some programs, SQL, PLSQL. When you apply as a fresher, they'll ask you, tell me, how will you register the report? What are the steps? How will you register procedure? What are the steps that they expect? But when you mention as an experienced, so if you say that I have total 4 years of experience, I worked with two implementation projects and two support projects, total four projects. Definitely, they will ask you, tell me how many reports you have done. 20, 25 reports. Okay, fine. So tell me a couple of reports which you have done complexity and what are the problems you have faced and how you are resolved. That they'll expect. Okay, that we should be in a position to explain. That's what actually the functional part will be discussing. Because when you are going to explain, say that I did purchase order development, for example, in the resume, you mentioned clearly developed purchase order XML template report in multi-language with sub-templates. That's what we have mentioned. They'll ask you, tell me what are the different types of purchase orders we have and what is the difference between how to create, how to test it. So those all we are supposed to explain in the interview point of view. So that's why we need to learn some functional part. So this will be helpful for us in the interviews. We can go for explanation over here. And one cycle, most of the requirements will be there in P2P. And the second cycle also we have to learn order to cash. Second cycle also we have to learn order to cash. So which will combine two domains, finance domain as well as supply chain management. Most of the requirement comes from this two. So when you are applying as apps technical consultant, they'll ask you, are you finance domain technical person or supply chain or both? So we can say we are both. We are from both. If there is any assignment in finance technical, yeah, I do it. If there is any supply chain technical, yes, I do it. So that's how we are going to be available in both the domains. Yeah. So that's why we'll be discussing procure to pay as well as order to cash, two cycles here. And then we will be talking about the standard features of ERP. It's like profiles, multi-arc, and flux fills concept, which is having very good features about the ERP products that we will be talking about. And then very important, interfaces, data migrations, very, very important. So maximum our support work or implementation we see here, how to load the data from third-party systems, how to export the data from this system to third parties. This is all we are going to discuss practically. We'll be discussing whatever we have done in the training, that only we'll put it in our resume. And then form personalization. We are going to have form development, how to develop the new forms. We'll be talking about OF personalizations, forms development that we are going to have here. And then XML reports. This is extensively be required. A lot of practice is required from XML reports that we are going to discuss, and we'll put it in our resume saying that we developed the reports development customizations template and also working with multi-language XML sub-templates, how to run the templates from backend from SRS window. This is all we'll be discussing here. And then in the resume preparation, project discussion, how the real-time component and important tools. There are around 100 FAQs. Those all will be discussing practically, and I'll go for explain it all. Question and answers I'll try to explain. With videos, I'll provide that. Yeah. So, and after completion of this training, the interview preparation, interview clearing, and placement process. If you want to do it placement on your own, yes, we are ready to support. We'll provide you the support so that you can go ahead with clearing the entries. If you would like to continue with us, yes, we are also ready to do that. You can communicate with our admin regarding the placements process point of view. Regarding subject, any other things interview point of view, you please ask. So, yeah. Yeah. Yes, someone has entered. Yeah, let me unmute. I can communicate. Yeah, you can unmute and I can ask. Freshers, we will be getting opportunities. It takes time, but yes, some companies will take as a fresher. If any company is looking for trained freshers, obviously it will be from RTL Technologies only because we are the only one training institute. We are providing training and placement in Oracle applications technical. So you don't find other institution in this technology. Because now we are in advanced with Oracle partner with cloud and all. Okay, fine. So today I'm going to show you another functional part, how it looks like. Let me show you how to create one purchase order and how to find this purchase order details in the database. So front end, we are going to log in as an consultant here. So let me log in as operations user, password, welcome. Now go to responsibility called purchasing. So what is purchasing module? Purchasing module is basically used to manage the purchasing information. When the organizations are going to procure the goods from suppliers, they go for manage the information in this module. First, employee will raise the request. Whatever the goods or services required for an employee, they'll raise the request here, requisition. After that, requisition, RFQ, and quotations will be created. Request for quotations and quotations will be created from here. So we are going to send this RFQ to suppliers and get the quotation, and then finally we create order. Purchase order we are going to create here. So purchase orders will be prepared here. So we'll go to purchase orders here. Purchase order is a document which we will be preparing here. So creating the PO, purchase order options. Let me open this. So this is the form where we create purchase order. What is purchase order? When the organizations are going to purchase the goods from the supplier, first they have to raise the PO and send it to the supplier. Then supplier will supply the material. We entered for which operating unit we required the goods. Operating unit is nothing but a branch. The moment when employee login, we can see that branch name here means operating unit name. Here I can see PO number and I can see that PO type here. Supplier name, advanced corporation here. From which branch we are going to get the material. So we are giving the PO order, PO to the supplier site, and contact person. And, where supplier has to ship the goods, ship to location. Where supplier has to send the bill. We can also have the same location is both shipping as well as billing. So we may get ship to location is different and bill to location is different. So that will be specified because some companies want the goods in different locations and the invoice will be a different address, right? So even if you raise any order in online, Amazon or Flipkart or any other e-commerce website, they'll ask you what is the shipping location and what is the billing location, right? That we are going to specify. Ship to location, bill to location, and currency. And requester is nothing but an employee who is requesting the goods. Here, name of the requester. We can see that here. Requester is nothing but a user who is requesting the material. Status of the order, order price, total cost. So it will be calculated based on your item quantity and price we are going to have. So here we are specifying the quantity and price. So we are giving order to the supplier saying that this item name, revision, how much quantity we are giving order, 12, 50, yes. So when the materials are required, promise date and need by date. Any additional fields are there? No. So this 12 items we required. We are giving the order this 12 items to supplier. So this 12 items are in the same location or different locations. We are going to have it. Save. This is our PO number. So creating the purchase order is actually not our responsibility. What is our responsibility is client will ask us, can you develop a report on this purchase order? Or can you load the purchase order data or extract the purchase orders data? So that's what actually the technical consultant responsibility, technical consultant responsibility. For example, we developed a report and report is running successfully and we got the output also. But I want to test it. Without testing, we cannot deliver this report to the client, right? So we are supposed to test it, right? So if you would like to go for a test, then we are going to be a little bit functional knowledge required. So that's why we created PO. I want to know which table this information will be available. Just go to help menu, record history. It will be helpful for us to identify the table names, which table this data is stored, showing clearly header level data in this table. Line level data, if you place the cursor here, you can find line level data from here. Okay. So I would like to see this record in the backend in the database. This is our work. So front end, whatever the data, PO data, invoice data, supplier data, receipts, sales orders, accounts, employees data, item transactions, whatever the transactions we are going to perform in the front end, that's going to be available in the backend database table. So we are supposed to identify the tables and other information over here. It is right. Show you. What is the PO number? 6778. That's the PO number, right? So let me take this database tool, select star from PO header solve, where segment 1 equal to PO number. Control A and go for execute. You see the result. PO number. So this is our PO type. And we will find the other details. Shipping location, billing locations, and other information I can find here. So this is about the PO details in the front end here. So whatever information we have entered
Sir,
Yeah, please.
and how to know like segment one column, PO number is like 7780
Column name.
presentation.
Okay. So if you want to know the column name, go to help menu, diagnostics, examine. Examine. So here it will tell you the field name. So for example, I
Okay,
want to know which field information is stored, PO number. Place the cursor here. Help menu, diagnostics, examine. It is showing that it will be available in the column called segment 1, right? I can
okay,
find the column name here, segment 1. Where is that? Here. This is your P1.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So this is our tables information about these. All tables must be on our fingertips. There are around 45 tables. These all tables we have to be clear, like PO tables, because they'll ask you in the interview. You are telling that you developed some reports for purchase order. Can you tell me what tables are there for purchase order? How to join those tables? What is primary key? What is foreign key? What are the tables for invoices? What are the tables for suppliers? How will you link supplier tables, purchase order tables, invoice tables, and all? So this all information we have to specify. Okay. So the same way, let's go for create an invoice. How to create an invoice and account payables. Payables Vision Operations US. So what is payables module? Every supplier, when they supply the goods or service to the organizations, they will raise the invoice, means they'll send the bill saying that so and so items we supplied to your organization, or we provided this service to your organization. Can you please make the payment? This is the bill. So whatever the invoice we receive from the supplier, that invoice needs to be entered in the system and it needs to be validated and accounted and approved. Then we have to do that. So at this point of time, I'm not going for in-depth. I'm just going to show you how to create the invoices here. Let me go for creation of an invoice. Go to invoices here. Now we can see the branch here. Invoice operating unit, nothing but a branch. Then so invoice type, what type of invoice? There are around 10 different types of invoices we have. We have standard credit memo, debit memo, withholding tax, like that. We'll see those invoice types when we are working in our training. So now we are going for PO number. In case if you are going to raise the invoice based on the purchase order, we work on this here. So let's go for trading partner, nothing but supplier. Choose the supplier name. So it means that we received this invoice from the supplier called Advanced Corporation. Supplier site, invoice date, invoice number, invoice amount, any tax, good, calculate. So this $1,000 are completely for a product. Are there any transport charges or any other details that we are going to mention in the line level? Let's go to line level. Oh, okay, and GLDD is not mentioned. Specify the GLDD. Yes. This period is not open. Actually, the periods open and all will be taken care by the functional consultant. I just entered the old year because those periods are opened. And let me go to lines. This $1,000, I would like to go with divide $700 actual item cost. Okay. And then $300 is actual or transport charges. Choose the type, freight, transport charges, $300. Let's say. And it needs to be accounted. So we need to specify the account. So obviously transport charges comes under this account here. Right charges account. Save the record. So we created an invoice where we entered the information at header level, line level, and distributions. So whenever we are talking about any document, we have seen previous purchase order document. Now we are working with invoice document. Like this, we will find around 10 to 12 documents like requisition, payment, quotations, receipts, sales order. Okay, like that. So whatever the documents we are working, we should be clear the different levels of the document, header level, line level, shipments and distributions. Like that, we have to be very clear about it. Okay. So those things we are going to specify here, and we will be mentioning clearly. Let's save this record. This is how we will create an invoice. There are other options: how to hold the invoice, how to view the payments, how to schedule for future, how to make the advance payment to the suppliers, how to calculate the tax, and how to cancel the invoice. In case if you want cancel invoice, you can do it. This all we'll be discussing in our training. Okay. Now we'll see the table names for this invoices. Go to save any document, just check the record history. Shows the table. Which table will find? You can see that invoice number. And what is the amount? Invoice amount. Invoice amount is $1,000, right? That's the invoice amount, where we can see the invoice amount here. So we need to have a little bit patience. This is amount. I want to see the lines, line information. This. So place the cursor here, help menu, history. You will see that this is the table name for lines, right? Let's go for, this is our child table, master detail table. Master table is AP invoices all. Detail table is AP invoice lines all, where invoice ID. Based on your invoice ID, you can find this is your invoice ID 616059. That's what we are going to work. Right. There are two lines, item and freight charges. Item I can find here. Item charges $700. Freight $300. Right. So this is how we are supposed to get the data from the tables, so where we have the information. So, but we have to be clear here. What is the primary key? So this is our primary key, invoice ID. Invoice ID is the primary foreign key relation between AP invoices all and AP invoice lines all and AP invoice lines. Yes. Any doubts here, please? This is what actually work. If you are able to understand what we have discussed today, then this course you can easily learn. This is not going to be complex. So many people who used to worry about the coding and all, whatever the session I have explained today, so last 40-45 minutes. If you say, yes, I'm able to understand what you are telling, then you are fit. You are eligible for this course. You can start learning and we can easily get this. If you say, no, I'm not able to understand what you are telling, then we need to work on that. We need to work a little bit on that SQL point of view. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, primary key, foreign key, different is, sir.
So that is like, see, when you have the information in multiple tables, then how to link that information and get that. That time we will be using primary. Primary key is a unique value that is for link with the detail table. For example, you have department and employee. So department is parent table and employee is child table. Okay. So in the department table, we have list of departments. In employee table, we have list of employees. So when you choose one department, I want to get corresponding employees. You have to find what is the primary key in this department table and what is the foreign key in the employee table. It means in the detail table, and we have to go for join. In SQL, we will get this actually joins and all. If we have the information in only one table, no problem. We don't need to worry about any primary key or foreign key. We don't need to worry about master detail and all. If the data is available in multiple tables, we need to understand. So as I said, 40 to 50 tables are there. For all these 40 to 50 tables are built in primary and foreign keys. So this database is built in. So you work for any client across the world, same table, same primary key, foreign keys. No difference. Only data will be different. The data will be different. Tables and joins and primary foreign keys and everything is same. No difference because everybody use the same database, right? Same database design. That. Yeah.
Good morning, Chandra.
Yeah, please.
So we need to get the knowledge about SQL and PLSQL in depth those areas.
Basic idea about SQL and PLSQL. If needed, we will provide you the videos. There are 10 videos, 10 hours. That's sufficient. Okay.
Okay.
Real-time questions and interview preparation will take care of.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Fine, guys. This is about our final demonstration. So from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start the regular sessions. The course duration, it will be 2 months, Kiran. 2 months duration it will be. 45 days to 2 months we'll have. Because we'll be discussing the complete resume preparation, interview preparation, doubts, FAQs, and all client names. It takes time, definitely. So that and all. So you can communicate with our admin regarding that after that placement point of view.
Okay. And the timing is from 7:30 to 8:30?
Yes. Same time. Whatever we are going to have now, the same time it will be.
Okay.
From tomorrow we'll be starting. We'll go very slowly. Don't worry about the coding and all. You can ask me the small doubts also, whatever you have. So that we will be going ahead.
Okay. So after this course, we'll be fit enough to take up the technical tasks, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Complete.
okay.
So whatever we discussed in our training, that only we are going to put in our resume. So obviously, when they ask us the interview questions, we'll be telling. No, we don't have any sessions on Sunday, only Monday to Saturday.
Okay.
Monday to Friday is fixed, weekly 5 days. Saturday, sometimes we'll take, sometimes we don't take. So every class will be recorded and it will be shared through Google Drive. You can download those videos and you can go ahead for practice multiple times. We will provide you the server access. Server actually we have to buy from the from the third party, so that our admin person will explain you. I think they include in the fees or exclude the fees. It will be 2,000 rupees for 3 months server access. So you can communicate with admin. They provide the details about that.
If we need Oracle software, so will guys you assist?
Yeah,
to
this one
install
only.
in
This here only you can do all practice. Oracle apps, OAF, workflows, everything we can practice here. Remote desktop.
Oh, okay, got it. So once we taken that instance, we'll get all the Oracle
Yes,
related.
yeah, everything you will get.
Okay.
So we don't need to install in our local machine. So we'll connect through remote desk.
And you said WinSCP, right? So where we upload the files using WinSCP? I mean, to any other servers?
Servers here only. Server will be installed. That path will be given. As I said yesterday, there will be a path right here. So this is all. So this left side it is showing local machine and right side it will be server.
So that server is pointing to, which
Remote.
location? Like?
That they might DBA generally will install.
Okay.
Will not be having much idea about it.
Okay, fine. So we only deal with all these reports only. So
Raise components, reports, interfaces, and reports, interfaces, conversions, extensions.
Okay. So we are not doing any extraction, transformation kind of things.
Extraction means data extraction.
Yeah. So
yeah, we
we'll
do
get...
that. That comes under interface. Interface is data loading, data extraction, both.
Okay. So that means we deal with any other databases or, if source will get from any other source points like Excel format or anything, or how it works?
It will be XML file as well as RTF and PDF. We work that in XML publisher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Chandra.
Thank you,
So,
guys. Yeah.
if we have any queries, we need to reach the admin team, right?
Yes, regarding subject, you can ask me now. And regarding the placement process and fees, we have the complete placement procedure, and there is a placement refund policy, everything, because we are providing 100% placement for our labs technical, no doubt about it. So they provide all the details.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see you guys tomorrow on the different meeting ID. Thank you.